Hello. Welcome back to another Template Thursday. Edit Live. I apologize for the delay, guys. I'm going to give y'all a minute to come on in because I know we normally come on at 8, but I did have my errand ran a little bit longer than I anticipated, so I apologize for the delay. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome back to another Member Edit Live. If you're new here, my name is Mona. I'm the founder of Canvas Bling, where I help party favorite creators save time and create beautiful professional designs. So before we jump into today's edit, I want you guys to know because I failed to tell y'all about our custom template option. So we do have the option of having custom templates. I know I don't promote it enough, but I said I'm going to do my part and promote it during these lives. If you are somebody who want to be able to save time or you're not confident in your designs, I do have a service where I will edit your designs for you guys. Send it over to you and we go from there. Okay, so just putting that out there that is there. I see a couple crafty sisters in here. Drop me a comment so I can know who's here. If you do decide to get a custom design service, use code YT Live because you do get 25% off for using that code. Okay, so before we start, who do I have in here? Drop me a comment so I can know because I want to see if Crafty Sis Denise is here, because I believe it's her template that I'm editing tonight. Let me double check to see. If it was Crafty Sis Denise. So tonight we're editing her design. I want to say this is a template that she's creating for one of her customers, but she has a little insider because we're about to create that design right now. So let me just double check to see if it was Crafty Sis Denise. I'm gonna try to wait for her, but I know we're a little late already, so I want to get started as soon as possible, but I'm gonna double check to see if it was Crafty Sis Denise. Yes, it was Denise. Crafty Sis Denise. She did already send her design over, so I guess we gonna jump into it, y'all, because it's enough of us in here. We're gonna jump into it. And hopefully Denise comes. Oh, Denise is here. Hello, Denise. Welcome in, Crafty Sis. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to jump right into your design, sis. Let me switch tabs. So I want to say the theme is Gabby's Dollhouse. Hello, Kevon. So let me grab, I think you also sent an invitation over too. So let me grab that image really quick. Okay, I see the invitation. Oh, it doesn't let me save. I'm going to use my snipping tool to kind of take it here. So we could kind of play off of the invitation design just a little bit. So let's grab this, copy, and I'm going to paste it here. So Crafty Sis Kevon, do you already have, let me see what you have here. It's like my thing is frozen. Water, Pop-Tart, goldfish, Play-Doh, and Rice Krispie treat, and crayon. So these are all the templates that you want to include, Crafty Sis. Draw me a comment so I can know. I'm going to remove this and just make it white for now. Now, the very first thing I'm seeing is when you're designing, sis, so when you save your designs, try to save it the same size. So you want to do it you want to do it landscape. Right now you have it as portrait, so the sizing is going to be off because you want the full sheet of paper for things like chips, even I want to say Pop-Tarts too. Yeah, Pop-Tarts and goldfish too. Goldfish is a little smaller than the standard chips, but all of these. So you putting it this way, it kind of resizes it. So you want to save it on the same image, okay? So that way it could be rotated and flipped the other way. I think Canva though lets you add. I saw where Canva lets you add pages in this, and you can resize the individual pages. I want to say you can do that now with Canva, but I can't say I know exactly how to do it. So let's see. So yes, those are the favors. Okay, perfect. Let's jump into it, y'all. Let's jump into it. So Not Kevon, I'm sorry, Denise, do you want me to stick to what you have, or do you want me to just create a design for the dollhouse? Because it's a lot of directions we can go with this. And I'm going to add this invitation here so we can kind of see what the invitation looks like. So this was the invite. And so I'm waiting to see what Crafty Sis Denise says. Let me know if you're free, if I'm free to just design as I please, or do you want me to keep the base of what you already have? And again, welcome in for those of you who are new. My name is Mona. I create and sell amazing party favors and teach others how to do the same. Every Thursday night, we have something called our behind the scenes member edits live, where I edit our members who are here on YouTube. I edit their templates and make them perfect. So that's what we're doing here tonight. I'm waiting to hear what Crafty Sis Denise says. Sis, do you want to keep this as your base, or do you just want me to design freely? Because I want to make sure I do it how you want. Okay, free to create. Okay, perfect. Those are my favorite answers, because then I just get to use my little brain and do whatever, right? So let's get into it, guys. First things first, when you're designing for these in particular, it helps when you're designing with because it's resizing all of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this design. So let's resize this design. Instead of it being 8.5 by 11, we're going to make it 11 by 8.5. Okay. So I'm going to just resize this. It makes it easier. Some of them are flipped, but it just makes it easier because you'll see how if we were to print it with that size, it would be too small. It will be too small for the chips. Okay, so we're going to resize to make sure everything is the right size that we need. So I'm just going to drag all of this and resize it. Again, welcome in for those of you just joining. This is our member edits live, where I edit one of our members' party favor template. This is the base that she's starting with. So we're going to just jazz it up just a little bit. Today, we're going to be creating juice labels. We're going to be creating several different labels. So I'm just resizing. And I could probably just resize each one as we go along. I'm going to probably grab it from the template bundle, the Blink template bundle, to make sure it's the perfect size. But let's start with the chips. All right, so I'm just going to do a blank page. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use chat to help me kind of create a background. So let's go to chat. Share this tab instead. And the prompt I'm going to use is create a dollhouse background that includes the colors purple. Well, Crafty Sis, what was the main colors that your customer wanted? Drop it in the chat so I can know. What were the main colors that your customers wanted? I know for sure pink, blue. I see pink and blue, so I know that. What were the other colors that they mentioned to you? Let me go back here so I can see. I really just see pink and blue. I'm going to say colors pink. I'm going to put hot pink, light pink, and shades of blue. It should look similar to, I spelled that wrong, to a Gabby. I don't know if we'll see if it allows this, but sometimes it says the verbiage of infringing, but we'll see. If it says it, we'll just keep going. So it should be similar to background and include elements of a doll house. Make it 11 by 8.5 in size. So this is kind of how you can use AI to help you create a background. We'll just see what this comes up with. Pink and lavender. Okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna go back and add some lavender because I didn't say lavender at all. So we'll go back and add some lavender. Let's see what it gives us. Let's see. Because the main thing when you're creating your party favors is starting with your background, y'all. Background makes it super easy for you to have a base to work with. You can do it to where it's a plain background, but I find when you add a little bit of elements, it gives it more texture and it makes it look nice overall. So in this case, we can use AI. Before AI, I would just look up things like different backgrounds or images or look up the colors of the background. Oh, that's cute. Okay, this is cute. This is cute, but already I can see that I like it, but it's too busy, right? Because we already know. I mean, we could start with this as a base. So we're gonna copy and add it to our image, but I'm gonna tell chat to calm down a little bit, okay? Because she was doing a lot, right? With adding all of these different elements in the background and such. So I'm gonna tell chat to, or we could do it two ways, but let's just see. Please remove the extras and keep the extras. Please remove the extras that's inside of the dollhouse and keep the rooms empty. So we could do one of two ways with asking the prompt to do it. While it's doing that and it's generating whatever it's generating, I'm going to go back to and I'm going to see if I can use a few of my tools. So first things first, let's do this because already here, I don't like that the ears are cut off, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go to see all, and I'm going to go to a tool called Magic Expand. So I'm going to expand this upward and let's bring it out too. And see what Canva gives us. This is, I believe, a pro tool. So if you don't have Pro, Canva Pro, you won't be able to use Magic Expand, but I have Pro, so we can expand. Okay, so now it kind of gives us the top of our ears. I can click around to see which one of these I like. Not they don't put a beach on here. That's crazy. And let's see. I'm going to ask it to generate new results because I don't like some of the goofiness that I see going on, right? From the generation. So I'm going to ask it to generate more results and see what it gives. It wants to put it on the water so bad. This one is okay. No, I don't like I like this one. I'm just going to have to clean it up a little bit. Let's generate one more time just to see. In the meantime, I'm going to see what chat did. Perfect. Okay, this is better. So let's see. It generated. This one is good because I can remove this rooster thing or whatever they have up there. So I'm going to go with this one. But I'm also going to show you guys what chat did. So chat removed all the extras that was on the inside of the dollhouse. And I kind of honestly want for all of this to be clear. If I'm being real with you, I just want the base of the dollhouse. So I'm going to go back to chat for a second. And I'm going to tell it to remove the dollhouse dividers. You could also try magic erase, but I don't know that it's going to give me a clean, like as clean as I need it to be. So remove the dividers, keep just one background for the inside of the dollhouse. But already looking at the image that it gave me, I love how they have the sky and then the floor, right? I love this part of it. I just don't love the busyness on the inside, right? Because we still have to add our words. We still have to add birthday girl's information. So we don't want it to be overcrowded with a bunch of things. So I'm going to try this one more time and do edit to try to see if I can do the magic expand. So let's go to magic expand again. And I'm just going to expand it upward because I like everything else. So expand, because we might be able to make it work with this background, right? But the main thing I always try to do is try to get a good feel of how I want the background to be. Okay, this is better. I don't know why they want to put something on top of this so bad. But this is better because I could always do the magic eraser and clean that up. But I also would prefer for the tops to be the same. So I'm gonna hit done, but I'm also gonna use a tool. Let's do edit again. And I'm gonna go to magic grab. Because now that I look at it, why is this even different? Right? So let's just grab this one. So since I can technically grab it, I can duplicate it too. So I'm just going to make a copy and let's replace those ears because what's even happening right there, right? What's even happening? I'm going to flip this so I can have that same edge because we want to pay a close attention to detail. So now it's even looking better. Even with this, we don't need that right there. Like what is that even, right? So let's go to eraser, magic eraser, and I'm going to erase this little guy. Because we can put birthday girl's name and dollhouse right here. Erase. Perfect. And then I'm just going to click on this to make sure that I am making sure that the image is clear. So I'm just going to go to edit. I love this little cute flooring. So I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to go to upscale to make sure that it upscales my image to make it as sharp and clear as possible. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a good base. And you said lavender was a part of the colors too. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to put lavender gradient. Lavender and purple. And purple. Okay, so let's just go to, oh, I should gradient background. See all. And I'm just gonna, oh, this is a pretty one. That stood out to me. That stood out because we can use it as our background because we still need to add our borders, right, for our chip bag. So I'm gonna add this here. And as I'm designing, I can already see that I don't want to lose my bottom part of this carpet or the top part of my little ears here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm adding my borders on, but I'm also going to resize the images. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I have my borders. I'm going to grab these. Or, okay, for this one, I can move my ears to the front. So let's position this forward. For the bottom part, I'm going to, well, let's see. Hold on a second. Let's resize this for just a second. Just a little bit, y'all, because I don't want to lose too much of my rug here. We're good on the edges because the edges are not, we just need a little bit of that purple to show. So I'm going to duplicate this. Oh, wrong thing. Go back. I'm trying to duplicate this. So the other border, I'm duplicating, resizing, rotating to put here on our edges. Duplicate this one time to put on this side here. So already we have a good base, y'all, to work with. So let's position this to the front, position forward, not in front of our ears, but in front of this one. So forward, forward. But we're going to put our ears to the front. Oh, yeah, to the front. Okay, so already I'm loving this base. This is really cute, right? So now we're going to pay attention to detail. So we have, her name is Avery. We have a couple of pictures of baby Avery. We have a couple of pictures of Gabby here. So already here, we know this focal point, we can have Avery and Gabby. So I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to go to Google. And I'm going to search Gabby's. Don't use Chrome. This tab, I'm going to go to images. And I'm just going to look to see what images of Gabby that I find. Already, I could see this one is a good one. So I'm just copying and pasting the images that I'm potentially using, and I'm adding them to my design. Paste. Let's see what else. This is cute. Okay, Gabby. Copy and paste. This one is cute with Gabby and her friends. And this is not to say we're using every single one of these, right? But we're just finding the ones that we like that we could potentially use. This is a good one. Paste, because it's going to be whatever looks good with baby Avery. Okay, I think we got a good, okay, I guess these are some of Gabby's friends. I'm not too familiar with Gabby's dollhouse, so I'm just going by what Google's giving us. Paste. And I think that's a good start. That's a good start. That's a good start. So we can go back. Oh, look, more friends here. Oh, these are like plushies. Okay. These are plushies or toys. But I think we have a good start because we have a couple images with Gabby and the friends. Oh, this is a cute one of this plushie toy thingy. So copy and paste. I'm assuming that's her main friend. I don't know because there's more images of that one. Okay, so now that we have a base for our images, let me see what chat generated for us. Oh, okay. I'm going to show you guys. And I think I like this better. This is why we asked for multiple generations. Generations. So paste, look at this, y'all, how it's open. So this gives us more free reign to be able to design. So I think I like that better than having these here and all the extras because we don't need that much extras. We just want it to be nicely designed. Let me go here to the chat to make sure y'all didn't say anything. I like that cat window. Yeah, right? It's cute. I'm in and out, but wow, this looks amazing already. Gabby is a little fuzzy. Oh, Gabby's fuzzy? I see why the ears were different. Oh, why were they different? Is that a part of Gabby's thing? It might be, but for our design. Oh, I see now. She has different ears on here. That's what you mean, sis? But it's okay if she's a little fuzzy because we can use our magic tool. So let me show you. So click here, our upscale tool. So we just upscale our image. Oh, Where did this come from? I don't know where this came from, but it looks cute as our, oh, hold on now. That came out of nowhere, but we're going to use it because I think that's cute for our background. So let's redo this with our plain background. But I'm going to work smarter, not harder. So I'm just going to duplicate this page. And I'm going to replace the background with this one. So let's go here. And this too, because I feel like this is cuter. This gives us even more dimension, y'all. And includes more of the colors. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to duplicate and add this here. And I'm going to add a little contrast to this design. So I'm going to rotate this so that the purple and the blues can be on opposite sides. And let's duplicate one more time. Rotate. So I'm matching my purple with purple and my blue with blue. Adding it one last time to this side. Same, you see the difference? You got to pay attention to detail because it's the little things, y'all. Matching the purple with purple and the blue to blue gives you a more clean and cohesive look. And let's position this forward. Forward, forward. And this is already to the front. Our ears as well, we're positioning to the front. And then for our house, we're going to make sure we upscale. Edit, upscale. That's why I always say Canva Pro is definitely worth it because you get really, really nice features with using Canva Pro. So I recommend Canva Pro for sure as an upgrade. So bam, and I'm just going to move this here. Move our ears. Make it a little bit bigger. Same with, instead of trying to resize it to make it perfect, I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to delete it and duplicate, flip it so that this edge is on the same edge. And let's remove the cat again. Yeah, we're going to remove you. Remove the cat because again, for your background, you want it to be as minimal as possible. And y'all, creating the first background of your design is going to be what takes the longest because I'm going to show y'all how easy it is once we have our base design done. So I'm removing this cat thingy or this heart image that's in the middle. Perfect. Done. Now we have, this background is so cute. So now I'm going to grab our ridges as well because it gives us that crimp look without having to actually crimp anything. So bam, add it again here. And already we can see the difference, y'all, between this, from this to this to this. This looks so much better, so much more clean. With your background, you don't need a bunch of things on your background, y'all. It don't have to be super crazy busy. Less is more oftentimes. So let's go back up here, and we know her name is Avery, and we want to put Avery's dollhouse. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my, let's see, I'm going to go to Text Studio because I already have a font in mind. Mind you, though, you can use, let me see what Gabby's font looks like. Let me see. Okay, you can use the Gabby font if you wanted to make it close to the Gabby. Okay, I see her font here. Let me grab it here so you guys can see. Copy. So I'm going to show you two ways, right? I'm going to show you two ways to do this. So let's paste this right here for a second. This is Gabby's current font. I can work smarter and not harder. Let's do magic grab. Edit. Magic grab. See all. Magic grab. Okay. It's not going to let me grab this. Grab. So now I have this isolated. I'm also going to go to Magic Eraser. And I'm going to erase this part because I don't need it to say DreamWorks. All right. So now that I have just the Gabby's dollhouse part, I'm going to grab this image with using my snipping tool. And I'm going to ask chat to change this to Amy. So copy. Oh, is her name Amy? Let me make sure. Yeah, Avery. I'm sorry. Avery. So I'm going to go to chat. And I'm going to say, make this say Avery's dollhouse. All right. While we're waiting to see, let me see if there's any comments. No comments. Are y'all good? Are y'all enjoying the live? Are y'all learning something? Let me know. Let me know something. Welcome in for those of you just coming in. I am currently editing a Gabby's Dollhouse Party Favor template bundle for one of our members on YouTube, and we're elevating her design. So this is what perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys what we started with and what we're at now. So this is cute, but y'all know Mona's favorite thing to do, right? So I'm going to say, make this look like a 3D image that pops. Because we're going to give Avery the most, okay? We're going to give Avery the most. We're going to let sis party be super lit and let her party favors be extra beautiful. So let's just see, because we might like it just like this, right? We might like it like this. So I'm going to paste it here. But we might not want it to be. We might want it to look a little more elevated. So we're putting that prompt in. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Ooh. So now we go from this to this, y'all, to make it pop a little bit more. We could even tell chat to make this slightly curved. And let's just see. But in the meantime, let's our design. And let's add Avery's dollhouse. I'm going to do background remover because we don't need that big white box there. Don't let me ever see y'all doing that. Look how pretty. Now, I'm going to make sure that I stay within my guidelines. I personally know how pretty much I have an idea in my head of how it should be with as far as the design with it not spilling over, because we want to keep as much in the front as possible. Even with the ears, I want to move the ears and put them closer together. And I'm going to go here and do edit. And I'm going to do magic eraser because I don't want the ears to show up on the back. I want them to be on the front. So let's do magic eraser and see what happens. Because we already copied the ears to make our own ears. So we can move the ears, right, to make it fit our design with what we need, because there's no right or wrong way, and we can design it however we want. Ooh, no, you didn't. Okay, so I don't like that. So let's go back here. Okay, so this is the slightly curved to chat because that was crazy. And if we do magic grab, it might still leave a little something. We can try it. So let's go here. Let's try it. Magic grab. That was crazy, y'all. Y'all saw that? So let's go to click on the ears and see what happens. See if it lets us grab and remove those and see what it leaves, because sometimes it leaves it smeared or crazy looking on the back of it. So if it does, it's fine because we can just go to chat and tell it to remove the ears. Let's see. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Not too bad, but I'm going to go the extra mile. And let's go to chat and just tell it to remove the ears. Edit. So I'm just going to the same image and just editing that image. So I'm just hitting edit right here and tell it, please remove the ears and heart from the top of the house. Okay, so while that's generated, let's go back here because we also have the curved one of the Avery's dollhouse. Uh-oh, hold on. I need to do that. Let's delete that. The straight one might be fine, but I think the curved one is probably just a little bit, for our design. So background remover. Yeah, see the difference? It kind of makes it a little more just cutesy, just a little bit more. While we waiting for this, because we're going to make sure that's perfect too up there. While we wait for that, let me see what chat did. Okay, it still kept the heart, but that's okay. We ain't going to beat up chat because we can always remove that ourselves. So I'm just going to duplicate just so we can see the difference. And take this one off, add this one on. It still kept that on there, but of course, we could just do our eraser. Magic eraser. We're not going to stress chat out too much. Erase. And then we're going to do our image upscale. The upscale does make a difference with making sure that it's not too pixelated and it looks more clear and sharp. So we do take the extra mile just to do that. So bam. And then I'm just going to drag this way because we want to keep as much as our carpet as possible. Okay, now I'm going to position these backwards. Even with our ears, we can make it a little bit smaller because, again, we can do whatever we want. I personally really like this with no pictures or nothing, just this. But we're going to include the birthday girl's picture. We're going to make these a little bit smaller. Add this here at the top. I'm just trying to see how I want to position it. Yeah, let's keep it on the top here. Okay, now let's grab Avery and Gabby. So we have some of our pictures here of Gabby. Let's see, we have this one. I try to keep the picture of the character kind of like if it's full body of the person, then we're going to do full body of the character as well. So let's grab this because I want to say Avery's picture was full body. Background remover. Let's grab Avery. Now, I do wish Avery wasn't holding a certificate for this one. This isn't the best picture to use for a front design. This one's super cute. She's holding a picture. Maybe we could get her to hold something else, like one of the plushies instead of the certificate. But let's make her a little bit smaller. Put her right here on her rug. And it's okay to let your customers know too, because the picture that they use, it can make or break the design. So it's okay to let them know, this picture, send me more options, right? So let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Well, we're gonna work with what we have. Avery's so cute. Okay, so I'm just trying to see what she has in her hand. Okay, last day of school. So for Gabby, I'm going to upscale Gabby, upscale image. And Avery, we're going to make her hold one of the plushies instead. So let's grab one of them. Maybe this one is fine. So I'm going to do, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. Even with Avery's image, I'm going to upscale her just a little bit. So, well, I can't do just a little bit, but I'm going to upscale her image just to make sure it's more crisp. If you wanted, you could turn her into a cartoon as well, or you could keep her as her original self. So let's upscale all of our images. For this, I'm going to do magic grab and remove this from her hand. So I'm going to go to edit, magic grab. And it's not going to let me grab the certificate. Let me see if I could brush it. It won't let me select just the certificate. But let's try to brush it to see if we can grab it out of her hand. Sometimes it does distort the hand itself, so hopefully it doesn't do that. We'll see. We could also use AI to do it, but I don't want it to change baby Avery too much, so that's why I didn't do that. It kind of distorted her hand just a little bit, but we can cover that up. So let's just grab the plushie. I'm going to put Gabby closer to her. Let me also see, because I want to say Canva has a feature where let me see all right quick. Because there's a feature where you can kind of tell it what you want it to do. Okay, let me go here. Ask Canva. Make her hold a plush toy. Let me see if it does it. It says working on it. While it's working on it, let's also go back to Canva. So for the same font, you can ask it to, not Canva, I'm sorry, to chat. Oh no, y'all didn't see that this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me go back. Whoop. Y'all know I can't see the comments while I'm designing. So all we did was we moved these. We made them smaller. We moved Avery here, and Avery was holding a certificate. Let me do it one more time, just because y'all missed that whole thing. So Avery is holding this certificate here. For this image, we determined that this isn't the best image to use for the design. So we're going to go with the best image she has, which is this one. So I'm going to duplicate her one more time. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. We can put it in AI, but it's not my I don't want to add her to. Oh, look, it gave her a plushie. It made her hold a plushie. I didn't want to add her to chat and all of that because it's not my customer, so I don't want to be doing stuff. But what I did was I just clicked on her, and I first tried to remove this out of her hands, but it kind of distorted her hands a little bit. So I went to edit and I went to magic grab. Um, I went to see all, magic grab, and I just brushed over because it's not letting us use the clip. Oh, hold on. Let me see foreground if this works. Let me try this. Nope. Okay. So I just went to our brush tool and I brushed over what I wanted to grab, which maybe we should have just did magic eraser instead of magic grab. Because when I tried to do the magic grab, it distorted her hands. So I said we could just cover it, but maybe we should try something different. Let's go to magic grab and see if it will let us just grab. It might do the same thing, but let's see if it'll let us grab the certificate instead. Because what happens with AI, if it's too close to it, or if she was holding something, sometimes it will, it picks up the wrong thing. So let's see if it would grab the certificate and if it keeps her hands intact. If not, it's fine because we'll make it work. See how it kind of distorts her hands just a little bit. So we then asked AI. So let me grab her image one more time. And I'm going to say a slightly different prompt because we just asked it to make her hold a plushie. I clicked on her image and I clicked Ask Canva. So it has the image selected. I'm going to say make her hold a cute cat plushie and change her shoes to cute pink sparkly boots. Okay, so now let's see what it does. We can delete this image here. This one, it turned out okay, but it did cut off her feet. So that's why I asked it to also put some cute boots. We don't need the certificate. Even the plushie, I think is okay, but let's see what it does with asking it to do a cat plushie. Because then we might be able to remove the cat and add this dollhouse. Oh, this is cute. Okay. Okay. So it did a little something for us. And this is closer to me to one of the Gabby plushies, right? The cats. I'm trying to see what stuff was on here. Like this cat. But we can also tell it to switch out the plushies too now. Because maybe plushie isn't the right word. Because I kind of wanted to look more like these characters here. But we might could switch out the characters. I'm gonna try to see if it's, let me see, edit. Let me see if it'll let us grab just that layer. Let's go to magic layers. Cause if I could get her hand to stay like that, I'm good. Uh, okay, so it's split different. What? Okay, so it didn't do nothing. So let's go back. It didn't do what I was trying to get it to do. But I'm a finesse to get this plushie to turn into one of Gabby's plushies. And let's go to edit and see if we can upscale her image. Because the better the image, the better the result. So one of the tips that I would give is always ask your customer to try to see if they can give you several different images to give you more to work with. That way you can pick the best of the images. But I think we're okay. So let's scale her down, because since she's not going to be as big, because we're going to make her the same size as Gabby. Let's take this one off. I'm gonna switch this out, y'all. Let's do a little finessing. So I'm going to I kind of want to switch this out, but I just want her little hands. I wish it could. Let's see something. Hold on. Let me duplicate one more time. And I'm going to say remove the plushie from from her hand, but keep her hand. I'm gonna just say remove the plushie from her hands and see what it gives me. Because I was gonna say to keep her hand in the same position, because again, we can make it work. But let's see what result it gives us without it being in her hand at all. Because that might be even better for us, for all we know. So let's see what it does. It says preparing. Let me go to see, make sure I didn't miss any comments. Okay, no comments. Okay, look, that even better, right? She ain't got to hold nothing with this. So, but I feel like it is making the image not as clear. So what we can do is try upscaling one more time. Let's upscale. Okay, the upscale was better, but I feel like her face is more clear here. So what I'm going to do is we can keep the body. But for the face, I'm going to grab her face from right here and just layer it on top so I can have the more clear image here. To front. Making sure that I size it the same. Because this face image is more clear. And I'm just going to group it together. And put her right next to Gabby. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I didn't grab my groups together. Hold on. There we go. It almost told on me. And I'm going to position her slightly behind Gabby. Not behind, but let Gabby's hand be in front of her. And let's make sure we center them. Now I'm going to go here to let's complete our chip bag. So let's go to our other chips that we have already. Let's add our celebration. Sis, is it Lay's chips that she is using? Is that the chips? Right chips? I'm going to go back to chat. And for this one, I'm going to ask chat to make this say thank you. Oops, not tank. So I'm just telling it to make this say, thank you for coming to my party in a stacked style. Make each word stacked. Lays? Okay, perfect. So now I'm waiting to see how it get. I typically do the to my on the same line, but we'll see what it does. Because we already know this is too wide. We want it to be stacked so that it's perfect for the back of the chips. So as that's finishing up, not it added the thing that we didn't ask you to do all that, but it's okay. Copy, paste, because we can do magic grab. Share this instead. Magic grab, and we're just gonna grab our words, child. Because who told you to add the background to this? We didn't ask you for that, chat. We appreciate you for, thinking outside of the box for us and trying to think for us, but ma'am. So even with this, it's not how I want it to be, right? So I want it to be, let me go back again. I'm gonna go back one more time. Make this say thank you for coming to my party. I want each of the words to be stacked on top of each other with an exception of the to my. Those can be on the same line. Hopefully it understands my instructions better, just because this is not no, right? This is no, no. So to complete this, I'm just gonna add the plushies or her friends around it. So let's go with, let me see which friend she has. Even this one would have been cute too, because we kind of want to fill the space. Let's see which one we like better. Once we complete this, everything else is going to come together fast. So the first design is what takes the longest. Let's see if we want this instead. Let's see. Right? So like they're sitting on the floor and then Avery is there. So we can do, I'll leave both as an option for you, sis. That way you see which one you want, or we can put the friends around them. So let's try to see if we can, let me find more pictures of the friends. Gabby Dollhouse friends. So I'm just going to grab more images that I see of the friend. I see this one is one. So let's copy this friend and paste, because I just want to surround the friends around them now. Okay, we have the little fairy. I don't know which. Okay, this is a different friend. I have never watched Gabby's Dollhouse, and my kids they were on it for a short time, but I can't say I know all of the characters. So I'm just grabbing who looks like they belong. Paste. We'll just grab a few of them. It doesn't have to be all of them. And then this one. I'm just grabbing the ones that I saw her with before. Paste. All right. So now we can add the friends to these images. So let's go to the instead. So I'm just adding each friend. To kind of fill up the space a little bit. With making sure that I'm removing the backgrounds that don't need to be there. So I'm just kind of trying to give the illusion that they're on the rug. I know this one can't be, but this one might could be in front of them. Position forward. Or not. She could stay out and we could go get that other friend that's oh okay, she's here. But where's the other? Didn't I have one of the flying friend? Where is she? Oh. I thought I had one of this one with this friend. This one here that's flying right here. But I don't see where I put her. Let me go to my uploads. Let's go to my uploads. Yeah, I thought I saw her. So we could add her right here to fill in that space. Since she flies, she's a little fairy. I'm gonna flip her this way though, because I don't want her tail to be all up on Avery. And let's go back to chat to see if it did perfect. Sometimes it just needs a little bit more direction, okay? I be lazy at first, but if it don't do what I asked it to do, then I get more specific with the instructions. Okay, so thank you for coming to my party. Perfect for the back. We can also, I don't want to bother you, chat, but add a little bit of space in between each line. Because the line spacing does help to fill in the space, but we're not going to be too picky. It's fine if anything. It's not a big deal. Maybe we want to change this color to white and add a outline effects. Outline. It's going to help it to lift off the page a little bit. We can do blue. We can do purple. Perfect. So this is cute. So we went from this was our original to this. Let's delete what we don't need because we don't need to confuse ourselves, right? We already have our base design. We had this originally, but we said we didn't want that, so we're gonna take that out. We'll also leave an option because I give my customers options. Sometimes they find that they may have thought they wanted something, but they want, the different designs that you create. Because maybe you just want it to where it just has her Avery's dollhouse and it doesn't have any images at all. So I'm gonna leave both options. Copy. And Avery is turning 4, I think. Let me see. Scroll up. 4, yes. She's turning 4. Oh, which one? Okay. We have 3 options. Okay. Okay. Avery's turning 4, so I'm just gonna grab a number 4, maybe a number 4 balloon. So I'm going to elements, number 4 balloon. This one's not bad, but it's kind of dark for our design. Too pink. I would rather go with one of the lighter colors. I like this one though. This is cute, but it's a number 9. Let me click on it because there might be, I can right click it to see if it has a collection. Yep, view collection. So let's see if there's a 4th in here. So you can do something like 4th edition. Let's grab some text here. I'm going to try to mimic the holographic look. So let's just grab some of the colors that's on here. And then I'm going to go to effects and add myself a little outline. See if we can see that. So Avery's Dollhouse, 4th edition. Let's duplicate this. This could also be what we put on the back here. And I'm just repeating these because, again, sis, I'm going to leave these in here. That way you can choose between you and your customer. I usually give my customer a couple of different variations and let them choose the one that they want with minor revisions. So I'm going to leave those in there. But so far, so cute. Look how cute. So cute. So now we have our base, right? We have our base to work with. What about purple for the number 4? Purple for the number 4. Let's try it. Let's go here. Let's go to elements. Purple 4. Maybe something like this one to match this. So let's do this. But I think just the number 4, I think fourth edition, or you just want to keep number 4, that'll work too. Let me see if what other 4s are here. Or this one. This one's close to the dollhouse, and we can also change this color to make it closer to this color. So that's an option too. I'm gonna just leave both. That way you could decide which one you want to keep. I'm gonna leave both. You decide. So let's take this one off. Oh, didn't mean to delete both. So now we're gonna go into editing the rest of our favors, right? So let's move this for a second. Let's move this. So now that we have our base, everything else is so much easier. Okay, added a little gap for us. Everything else is so much easier to design. Let me show you the gap that it added on chat. So background remover. Yeah, I like the little gap better because it kind of gives us more spacing between the words. So let's add this one instead. Duplicate. I'm just going to make sure that I put it for all of them to make it make sense. Okay. All right. So now we have our base design. Now it's so much easier to create everything else. So before we go into creating everything else, I just want to make sure I have the right, because we did resize this design. So let's just make sure. I'm going to go, let's add a few pages. I'm going to go to my blank template bundle. And for those of you who are new, our blank template bundle pretty much has all of the standard templates that you'll typically find for some of the most popular templates. It makes it easier for you to create your party because you don't have to design or create your sizing from scratch. That's one of the questions that I always get. What size is this? What size is that? I'm always going to refer you to our blank template bundle because I already did all the sizing. I don't have sizing memorized, but I created all of the sizing. All of this is the right sizes already, right? But in order for it to make sure that you're sizing correctly, you want to make sure that you keep it in the same format. So in this case, these are all the landscapes. So I'm going to grab my juice labels. And you want this one, right, sis? Not the one with the curve. So I'm going to grab our juice pouch, copy. I'm going to go back to the design, and I'm going to paste. Oh, hold on. Paste. So when you paste it, it came size, y'all. Literally the same size. So same thing. I'm going to go to, I think sis had Pop-Tart and Goldfish. So I'm going to go to Goldfish. Same thing. I'm just highlighting everything. I'm copying, pasting. It's going to make sure that it's the right size for me. So I don't have to resize anything as I'm printing. Everything should be right. Same with sis had Play-Doh. and Pop-Tart. And y'all are going to see how fast we finish this. Now that we have our base design out of the way, that's usually what takes the longest. So Pop-Tart. Copy. Paste. And what was the other one? Play-Doh. Okay. All right. So now let's get into it, y'all. Super easy. I already know what my design is like, right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab my image from, let's just go to uploads because it's already here for us. So I'm going to go to uploads. I'm going to grab my dollhouse and I'm going to put it right in here. Now, I'm going to let's see because it might be. So let's do this. Cuz for the juice, because of the sizing, I'm going to grab our dollhouse and I'm going to go to edit. Let's of course do our magic eraser to get rid of the parts that we didn't want on here. Erase. Now I'm going to go back to edit and I'm going to do magic grab to see if I could just grab my dollhouse. Let's see. Magic grab. It might be wishful thinking, but let's see. Okay, I see it does some parts of the dollhouse. I'm going to try to see if I could just grab my dollhouse. Oh, it worked. Now, I want to try to see if it'll let me do the floor too. So essentially, I'm just trying. I could have just did erase this part, but it's fine. Grab. Okay, so I have just this part. For this here, because we know it's just a cute cloud background. So I'm going to just go here to elements. I'm going to type blue cloud background. Go back here to see what our clouds is looking like. Okay, so yeah, that's similar. Let's keep looking. As long as it's close enough, we're good. This one might could work, but I'm going to keep looking. Or even if it's not the blue cloud background, I could also use this cute gradient too as the background for the juice. Let's do that. Let's go back. I'm still going to use the dollhouse. So I'm still going to use this image and I'll leave it here, sis, for you to be able to use it as well. But I'm going to go back to elements and I'm going to go to my most recent elements that I use. So recently used, and I'm going to just click on this and use this as my background for my juice. Now you can do all four, or you could just design one and then duplicate it, but that's there. So I'm going to duplicate the house. I'm going to lock this in place because I don't want for when I add my drag and drop, I don't want it to fill in like how it's doing for this. I just want it to be on here, but not filled in as the background because I want to be able to resize it as you guys see me doing here. So I'm going to add that there. I'm going to grab our words that says Avery's Dollhouse. Let me see which we might, because you could design this however you please, right? So I'm going to duplicate this. And honestly, you can keep this on, but I find that it works to make it more about the customer. You get what I'm saying? Because this is going to be on the back regardless. So why don't Avery's Dollhouse, oh, let me lock this back, be the main focal point of this instead? So I'm going to add Avery's Dollhouse here to the top. And I'm going to add the number 4 inside of the dollhouse. And of course, you can include pictures and things of Avery as well if you wanted to. I'm actually going to move this here. I'm going to do my edits. Well, let me see, because I could also just drag this. Hold on one second, because I want this to fill the bottom. See, kind of like that instead. And then I'm just going to round the bottom so that it could be the same as my juice label. I'm going to make my number 4 bigger. And I'm going to add my little ears. So let me go back to the chips. But of course, you could also, so I'm going to do 2 designs just so you could see the differences, because you could also add Avery and her friends too, right? Avery and what's her name? What's the original Dollhouse person name again? You could add the original Dollhouse, the friends, you could add it to the chips too. So we're going to do both just so I can show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to copy the ears and paste to my juice. And I know I'm designing a little sideways for the juice, but I'm just so used to it, y'all, that if it's harder for you to design sideways, then just rotate it. And then once you're done designing, you can rotate it back. I'm going to make the number 4 a little bit smaller. Okay, so that's one design. Make it easier because we already have our base design, so we don't need to keep making the same stuff. So to make it easier, let's get rid of what we don't need. Let's take this lock off for a second. I'm going to duplicate this. So we have 2 of those juices, and then I'm going to do one other design. Because maybe we don't want the number 4 and we want Avery and friends. So let's grab them, and we're going to just grab them from what we already have. So we already have them on here. So let's just grab all of them. Oh. And we're going to copy and paste. I find that with the smaller labels, less is more. So that's why I'm giving you both options to let you choose this. So bam, and group, and duplicate. So we have our chips done. Our juice pouch done. Bam. Now let's move on to the goldfish. I'm going to move this closer to our chips. That way I'm not dragging from far. So let's make it cool. I'm going to move it closer to here to make it easier to design. Or let's just do this. Let's grab this and bring it here. So we're essentially doing the same exact thing, y'all, literally. So same thing with our borders. I'm grabbing my border and replacing the border we have with this one, resizing it, I always have a mini panic attack because I always look up randomly to see if I switch screens. Cause could you imagine I did all that and y'all ain't see none of it? All right, so bam, let's make this bigger, just a little bit bigger. So I'm doing the same thing, just using the same, the template, I'm using it as my guide, but I'm using the same layout, same everything to be able to create this. Uh-oh, what did I delete? Let me go to layers. That's ungroup. Same, putting this layer on this side. We're rotating, making sure the blue matches with the blue, the purple matches with the purple, because we got to make it make sense. And then we're going to, there's other layers under here. It must be grouped. Okay, let's ungroup because we want to position this layer to the front as well as the other one. Position this to the front. Ungrouping makes it easier to work with the layers because y'all see some of the layers are trying to hide because some of them were grouped. So I'm just, hold on, because I deleted a group. Hold on. Let's ungroup first. I keep doing the same thing. Ungroup all of it. It keeps ungrouping just one element. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we have our layer on top. We're going to position, well, we're going to make this just a little bit thicker for us. Oh, it's under the white layer. Hold on. Arrange backwards to the back. For our background, same thing. I'm going to grab our same background that we have on our chips, add it on here, duplicate. And we already know we designed the rest of our the rest of the back of the design and everything. So we can grab everything from our chips. We don't have to redesign nothing. So all of this can go because it's not a part of our design because we have our design here, our thank you and our number 4. And we're just resizing it to make it make sense. Hello, hello from NY. Hey, Leona. Okay, so let's see. Now, for the goldfish part, we can make this say Avery fish if we wanted to. We could keep it as the Avery's dollhouse if we wanted to and keep this goldfish part on the back. It's no right or wrong way. In this case, just to simplify things, y'all already know what to do. If you wanted this to say Avery fish, if you wanted to change the colors, you absolutely could. But for this case, I'm just going to leave it as, I'm going to take it off because we're going to leave Avery as the focal point. So we're going to just keep Avery's dollhouse as our focal point for this and keeping Avery with her friends. For this though, I am gonna go. Sometimes it lets you change the color, but because it's orange, it might not let me do it this way. So I'm gonna go to edit, or let's see, ask Canva. Let me see if I can ask Canva. Change the brown to purple and the orange to purple. But before I do that, I'm going to duplicate this. Before I do that, because I'm going to be slick with keeping the goldfish. So let's see if Canva does its thing. If not, of course, you can use the edit adjust tool to adjust and do the same thing. But since we have AI, we may as well take advantage of the shortcuts. So let's see what it does for us. Same thing. I'm going to grab Avery and her friends. So you could either keep Avery and her friends as the image here, or you could just keep the words. Again, no right or wrong way. It's up to you with how you decide to design. Did it do it? I didn't see it do nothing. Task completed. Change the orange rectangle to purple. I didn't find any brown elements on this page. Okay. So you didn't do nothing because this looks the same. So we're going to go our other route and do our magic edit. So let's go to, not magic edit. I'm sorry. Adjust tool. Adjust. I'm going to change this to purple. And it's okay that the fish is changing because I made a copy of it. That way I could be able to add the fish back on. That gradient is fine. Let's see with the goldfish what we can do. Okay, so it's not changing this too much, which I think we should be. Let's see. Let's keep trying. Let me see if the brightness is still wanting to change just the fish that's on the inside. We could use AI to ask it to change the colors for us if this isn't cooperating how we need it to. So let's do that. Let's grab this. I'm going to add a page right quick. Actually, for the sake of time, I'm going to just leave it because I see it's getting a little late, y'all. For the sake of time, I'm just going to leave it. But since you know what to do to change the goldfish, if you want to change that color and if you don't want the brown at all or the darker color, because it looks like it's making it a darker purple. Let's try. I'm still trying to see if I can lighten it up, but it's not lightening up for us. So we're gonna have to go the extra mile. So you can use AI to be able to do that. You just do it in chat. So let's move on to the next thing. I'm gonna delete this out of the way because y'all know I will sit here till it's perfect all night. But it's getting late, y'all. It's getting late. So the next thing is the same thing. So we're gonna do our Pop-Tart next. We're gonna grab our background, duplicate. You could absolutely make this say Avery Tarts to make it cute, no right or wrong way. I'm going to grab the same stuff, position it to the back, remove the background that we don't need. Uh-oh. Hold on. Ungroup first. Delete. Add our border. I'm going to rotate this. We already have our thinner one on our other label. So I'm just going to move this here. And I'm going to rotate, duplicate, rotate. Oops. This we just have as our guide. So we can take our guides off because we know where the front and the back is for our design. Oops. We can take these off because we already know what we're using for our back design as well. I'm going to make the words for this white, or you could do your gradient with your white border if you wanted to. No right or wrong way as long as it's cute. And then we're going to add our birthday sign. Oh, let me make sure this sizing is good. Hold on. Sizing. Let me go to my layers right quick because we could get rid of the layers that we don't want so that it doesn't peep by mistake through our design. We can position these layers to the front. We can even change this. I want to say we can make that a gradient too. Let me see. Yeah, we can make this gradient. We can make that say Avery's dollhouse. But I don't know about that because only because I don't like the two words clashing, right? So I would just move this to the back, again making it about Avery. You could put a message here like Avery's fourth birthday or fourth edition. So let's see. Let me duplicate. And I'm just going to have to find a chunky font that looks similar. Or of course, you could go and make it in Canva, but I mean in chat, but I don't know if I want this. I think I just want it to be a regular font because it's too clashy right there on the front. Fourth edition. And I'm gonna try to just find a chunky, like Anton is a good one. You can't go wrong with Anton. Same, our thank you message can go here on the back. And then our Play-Doh, same thing. I'm grabbing our background. And again, you can switch it up. So all of them don't have to be the exact same. You can switch it up to make it fun. Same thing. I'm going to make Avery the main topic in this and not actually the Play-Doh. Let's grab. Hold on. And these are essentially the same. It's just two different ways of doing it. So I'm going to delete all of the stuff that we don't need. Let's grab this here and move it here. I'm going to lock this in place for a second. Lock. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add this here. Maybe we just want the top to have the Play-Doh, right? This top to have Play-Doh because we want it to be about Avery. So let's position this to the front. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to move this up. Hold on. Forgot it was locked. Move this up. I'm going to grab the dollhouse. Where did we put the dollhouse before? The juice. Okay, so let's grab the dollhouse. Hey, why don't we also grab Avery? Hold on. And the ears. Copy. For this, you could even have fun with it, sis, and you can make it kind of look 3D, like it's popping. For the ears, it feels like it would be super cute to make the ears kind of pop off the page. But that'll be another live on another day for me to show you how. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. That's not bad. Maybe we could do 2 versions. So let's duplicate this. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do 2 versions because I actually like how the dollhouse looks on it too. As the image, that's kind of cute too. So I'm gonna lock this in place. Oh, I needed a dollhouse, huh? Okay. Okay, so I was really just trying to add the dollhouse right here. Well, maybe not. Maybe no dollhouse on that one. And we'll just put Amy's. And on the other one, we can include Amy with her friends. That's the beauty about designing, is it can go whichever direction you want it to. I'm gonna position this backwards. So maybe for this one, you just wanted to say Avery's dollhouse. And then maybe for this one, let me see, because I'm trying to see which position is best for this. If it's the floor for her and her friends to stand on. The space is small, so it's only so much you could fit right there. But let's just see how it looks with Amy and her friends. I mean, I keep saying Amy, Avery. I'm sorry, Avery. Duplicate. Oh, Amy is the original person name? I keep forgetting. So as you see, you see how it kind of gets smaller with the image. That's why I said sometimes you as a designer kind of have to pick and choose what you want to put where. So like for the image that she has, it makes it so small that you can make it work, but I would probably go this route for this particular thing. But if not, it could just be background. That works too. All right, so that's 2 options for the Play-Doh. Let me take this off. So this we could get rid of. Oh, there was water too. Hold on one second. Let's do our water. Let's see if we can do the same with grabbing that dollhouse as the background. For water, same thing. I don't typically put pictures on waters unless they specifically ask for it. And the reason why is because the space is so tight, right? It's so small that the picture almost looks distorted in a sense when I place the photos, y'all. Typically for water, I don't put pictures on it. I just put their names and mostly words. The pictures look best on bigger items like the I'm gonna do two versions of this too. Like the chips, gift bags, gift boxes. Pictures look best on things like that. Let me lock you. Zoom in so y'all can see. So something like this water, I would just put the Amy's dollhouse. I wouldn't put her picture on it. But if she insists or if she wants her picture on it, of course she can always add. But typically my customers, they just tell me use my best judgment. So they don't normally, have an issue with it either. So with this, we can still put our cute border, but this would just go in the same direction because we want that contrast to show on the design. So in this case, we would do the opposite. If we want to use the same gradient, we'll keep it like this. That way you can still see that gradient effect. Let's ungroup this so we can be able to change the color. Okay, so for this, the white doesn't show too much on it. So let's go for more of a purple or the gradient. Okay, the gradient looks cute on this, but we can't do gradient for the shapes. So we'll just do the lighter purple. All right, and then let's see what else. Let's grab her name, Amy's Dollhouse. Duplicate. I haven't checked on y'all in a minute. Let me see if y'all are saying anything in the comments. Water bottle, 4th edition. What about the okay? I didn't miss any comments. I'm making sure I didn't miss any comments. I'm like, I ain't check on y'all in a while. Y'all so quiet. Are y'all okay? Or y'all just taking it all in with everything you're learning right now? Is that what's going on? Y'all know when y'all quiet, I'll be like, am I talking to myself? Are the sisters still here with me? So let's lock this for a second. Are y'all loving this design? So for water, we could do one base here, or you could do kind of a step and repeat kind of thing too. So I'm gonna move this. The floor. I feel like the floor is the best for the smaller designs. Oh, that looks a little crooked. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Let's lock it. You could also do a step and repeat kind of thing too. If you didn't want the full, just the big words here, You could do multiple of the words. And in this case, maybe not the curved one. So let's go back, because remember we have both options, the curved and the straight. Let's go back and put the straight one for the water. So background remover, bam, bam, bam. And you can still add your little ears if you want to add it to add a little extra, or you could add the characters or whatever on here too if you wanted to make it a little extra. So position backwards because we want that behind the words. Add one more here. And then, of course, we know with water, you can fit 6 to a sheet. So making sure that you maximize your paper. And again, when you copy and paste your labels, make sure you're doing it the same orientation. Otherwise, it will be smaller. Like that one would have been too small for your water, but I'm resizing it to make sure that it fits for you. But just keep that in mind. Because this would be too small for water. But it's only because it was copy and paste on the portrait instead of the landscape. So duplicate. Oops. It's locked underneath. I got to make sure I unlock it. This was something that I learned the hard way when I first started, y'all, is make sure you're maximizing your paper. So if your order, I could see if your order doesn't have like let's say your order doesn't have the amount of labels, then that's one thing. But if you're doing a dozen labels, you got to make sure you're also doing the amount of labels that fits. That way you don't waste your paper. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up your template here. I'm cleaning it up. Oh, I forgot you have more things, sis. So I'm gonna leave these ones because I showed you how to pretty much do the design. So I'm not gonna do the rest of these here because we're gonna hop off. But you have a good idea of what to do. When you go to copy and paste these though, sis, go back to add the right size. Let me do that for you now. I'll do it for you now. So crispy treats, and I'm gonna add these here. So we're just cleaning up your template for you to make it easier for you when you go to design. Let's go here. So we're just adding the images here. That way it's easier for you. If you wanted to use any of these images, you still would be able to. As we're wrapping up, guys, quick commercial break. If you are someone who is into party favors or you want party favors for your little ones and you're not sure how to do it, or maybe it's just that you don't really know how to design, right? I have a service where I do create custom designs. I realize that I don't promote it that often, but I'm gonna start promoting it just so you guys know it's there. I will literally create your designs for you, just like you see me doing here. For the ladies who are a part of the YouTube Bling Insider, I choose one person every single week, and we do it every Thursday night. But if you aren't in the Bling Insider and you have something coming up, or you have an event coming up, or you done took an order, but the design is not coming through how you would like, you can get custom designs made, y'all. It's literally oh, I can't say it on TikTok, but it's literally on my link in my bio if you guys need a custom template made. If you use the code YT Live, you get 25% off of that service, okay? So I'm just fixing this up for sis, and we'll show the before and after before we get off. But I'm just adding the blank templates for you, sis, for the Rice Krispie and the crayon boxes, so it's the right size. This blank template is also available on our site, guys. So if you are someone, again, who's into party favors and you want to make things easier for yourself, let me do the designing for you, because I'm going to make sure the design is a hit every single time. Or you can do your designing, but the sizing and everything you need is right here. So I'm just grabbing the right size for Crafty Sis, because she has the blank template bundle. So I'm just going to make sure I highlight everything, copy, paste. It's a blank page, yes. Paste. And the same for the crayon. Let's go to the crayon. We hang out all day today. Look, y'all got lucky because my kid's not here. If they was here, I would have been ended up having to get off, y'all. The fact that they ain't here, I didn't even realize it was already 10:30. It's past my bedtime. Okay, I'm just trying to copy and paste, but it's freezing on me. Why is this freezing? There we go. Oh, let me unlock so I can copy. Copy. Paste. Okay, so these are the right sizes that you need, sis. That way you're not driving yourself crazy, child, when it come time to print and you're like, why isn't this fitting? All right, so I'm gonna put these in the back because I'm gonna leave these up to you to do your edits for. We could delete the extra pages. So this is how we started. So we started with the base design and we spruced it up just a little bit. And this is what we ended up with. So we have a few options for Crafty Sis to choose from and for her to give her customer to choose from. And yeah, this is what we ended up with for the chips, for our juice labels, 2 designs, for our goldfish crackers. Oh, let's change this to make it match. We have also Pop-Tarts, water bottle labels, 2 versions. And then sis is going to do the rest of her edits. So what do we think of the design, guys? And let me make sure I send this to Crafty Sis now. Let me put Gabby. I'm going to just put Dollhouse. Dollhouse template. I'm going to send it to your email right now, sis. That way you have it. So what did we think of this design? Let's see. Before I forget, we're here, sis. Okay, good. Before I forget, Mona, I have a question. I have a customer who wants custom coasters. I'm wanting to use UVDTF stickers to complete it. Do you have ones in your Amazon storefront that you recommend? Coasters? I don't think I do, sis. I don't think I have coasters in my Amazon storefront, but I will tell you a secret, right? I'll tell you a secret. If you go to Ross normally has really good deals on coasters. That's where I normally go to get my coasters. If you're because you're trying to do UVDTF, so Ross is fine. They usually have the packs and they're really affordable. Sometimes you can find them for $7.99, you can find them for $10.99. And what I love is that they also come with a little carrier too. So it's the coasters and it has a cute case on it. So that's what I'm gonna recommend to you, sis. I haven't gotten any coasters from Amazon, but I normally go to Ross. Child. I go to Ross for my coasters. And sometimes you can find the serving trays too to go with it. So let's see. Mona, I purchased a couple of other products but can't find the links to download them a few weeks ago. Can you please email them to me? By the way, the bikini favors were fire. Yes, sis, I can resend them to you. Do me a favor and just send me if you do you have your order number, sis? Or was it the same name that you ordered from, Vanessa Parnell? If it was, or if you have the order number, send me an email with the order number because it makes it so much easier for me to easily just send you the direct links. If not, I'm gonna have to be searching. Let's see. Can you put the discount code in the chat? Yes, the discount code is YT Live. And I'm also going to drop the link too if you want to get a custom template made. So let me drop the link. That way, if you're in a rush and you need your custom templates, normally, although it says 7 to 10 days, if you need it sooner than that, you can let me know because I can do it sooner than that normally because it's just for the design. I'm not having to make anything. But if you need it sooner than the 7 to 10 days, just put it in the notes so that I know that you need it sooner than that. But this option is always available, y'all. And I'm like, why haven't I been promoting it on these YouTube lives to let more crafty sisters know? Because it's almost like the customers who know about it and they use it, but the people who don't haven't because I haven't been promoting, right? So if you're ever in a crunch and you need that custom design made, this is literally a service that I have available. So cute. I wish I could see the finished products with the treats wrapped in the cute designs. Well, follow Crafty Sis Denise. Hopefully she posted for us to be able to see. Hopefully she posted for us to be able to see. I can also create this as a base design. It won't say Avery's name or have her picture on it or any pictures at all. It'll just be like a dollhouse base. I can add it to the template library too if y'all want. Not sure I have the order number, but the same name. Okay, let me try to see if I could do that now. Cause then it'll get sidetracked. Do you know which orders Crafty Sis? Which templates? Did you guys enjoy tonight's live? Did y'all enjoy this live with the member edits? Okay, I see. Okay, I can see your order, sis. Luckily, you use the same name, so it makes it easier. Y'all, it makes it so hard if I don't have the because sometimes people use different names when they're ordering and different names, different emails, and they be like, can you send it? I'm like, I don't know what's what, y'all. I don't know what's what. I need the order numbers because a lot of orders are coming through, so it makes it hard to dig through all of it. I'm just resending all the ones that I can see, sis. I don't know which ones you needed, but you'll at least have them in your email. Because I'm just sending all of the ones that I can see offhand. Because there's quite a few. Sis, be shopping. Thank you, Crafty Sis, for shopping with Canvas Bling. I appreciate you. Okay, so this is a different Vanessa. Oh, some of these wasn't. Look, I sent it to all the Vanessas. Some of them was other Vanessas, but I sent all of them, sis. You should have all of them now. I sent a couple to some other Vanessas. I didn't realize it was a different last name. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, I just need the design. I have too much work, so that will be super helpful if you could finish off making my designs for a client. Yes, just send it in the same so I put the link in the chat, but if you go on my website, I'll show you guys really quick what it's under. So if you go to templates, it's always there, y'all, right here, custom template, and you just start your order and you're able to order your custom templates. I typically include 8 party favors in there. You get to pick which favors from the list that you want included. If it's not something that's on the list, then you would just have to put it in the notes for me to know which favors. But yeah, I have event planners are normally the ones that use this service because most of them can make the party favors, but they can't not that they can't design, but they don't have time for that because they're planning the whole event. So they normally just get this. They either get completed favors where I do everything, or they get the design where I create a design, send it over to them. They don't have to worry about that part because everything takes time, y'all. So I just do my part with the services that I have available. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Look, it's normally 1 hour. We're able to chit chat, and I was able to stay for 2. But I guess that's a blessing in its own because we got to take our time and create the design. And yeah, I love how this design turned out. It's super cute. We got to add this to the library. We got to. We gonna take out Avery's name though, but we got to add it. I can't guarantee that it's right this second. Oh, let me send the link. I said I was going to send the link right now to sis. And just like that, it slipped my mind. So let me go and have the link to send to Crafty Sis Denise. I hope your customer loves it. And look, it's kind of like a white labeling, right? Because your customer doesn't have to know that you didn't design it. Not that they care anyway. They really don't, y'all. They don't care who created the design. They just want pretty party favors. So this is like y'all little hack of being able to use white labeling designs to make things easier for you when it comes to creating your favors. So this was the design that we created tonight. Super cute. Again, every single Thursday, you can catch me on live. So we were able to transform Crafty Sis design. And now she doesn't have to worry because I almost can guarantee your customer is going to absolutely love it. So all you have to do now is assemble and print. So that's what we started with versus what we ended up with. Super cute design. We have our juice labels. We have our chips. We have our water. This is, look, I'm thinking my laptop and my internet is sick of me for the night because look, it's frozen, y'all. I'm trying to scroll to show y'all, and it's freezing on us. It's like, we sick of you. You've been live all day. But computer, you already know Template Thursdays is Template Thursdays. I'm live twice a day. Okay? Don't be hating now. The Crafty Sisters want to see the end design. I got to give it a pep talk, y'all. Okay. It's sick of me. It's freezing. We didn't get to see the water. I love how all of them turned out, but the water's so cute. Look at this. So cute. I'm curious to see which one Crafty is going to go with. Are you going to go with this one or this one? And sis has some homework, so she's going to finish off the rest of those designs. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. If you are catching the replay, comment hashtag replay in the comments. Come back to the video. Let me know what you thought of this Member Edits live. Let me know what you thought about the design. Drop any suggestions that you might have of other designs or other templates that you would like to see created for different themes. Every single Thursday, I go live on Thursday mornings, usually around noon, 1 o'clock-ish sometimes. I go live to do our first one, which is showing you how to create a template. That could be a party favorite template. That could be a business template. Today, I show the Crafty Sisters how to edit a landing page for their businesses. So if you missed that live, you can go back and catch the replay. You can go and binge watch my content here on YouTube. There's so many different videos on here to help you with making things easier when it comes to favors and maximizing your business overall if you are a creative who owns a business. So I enjoyed the live with you guys tonight. I hope, I still didn't send it to sis. Did I send it? Oh yeah, I sent it. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I will see you guys on the next one. If you are in the template club, if you're a template club member, I'm going to be showing you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., how to create movie trays. So definitely come through for that live. Oh, I was supposed to send y'all I was supposed to send you guys the supply list. Hopefully, y'all could go in the morning to get the supplies. But I'm going to drop the link for the template club as well. Many of these templates, the Crafty Sisters are able to get them at no additional cost. The template club is $27 a month. Every single Thursday, you either get a template at no additional cost or you get a discount for one of the templates if it's something like a business template or a mega bundle. For today, they actually got that landing page template at no additional cost because it was a part of their membership. I also do classes at the end of the month every single month. So tomorrow morning, not tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., I'm doing a class with the ladies in the template club and showing them how to create custom movie trays. Super neat, super cute, y'all. Super cute. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do those tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. I'm going to drop the supply list for you guys. Oh, it's early. Too early, Crafty Sis, too early. Look, I did a poll. The morning classes is what they prefer, which actually is a little bit better for me. Honestly, I be trying to work with y'all because I know some Crafty Sisters gotta work and stuff. So I be trying to work with y'all, but they voted morning. So it does help me too because school is about to start back up. Once school starts, y'all, the night lives are going to be far and in between, right? We're still going to do our template Thursday night lives and our Monday lives for our classes on Mondays. But for the most part, any other nights are harder when school starts because my kids are home, right? I'm doing homework. I'm spending time with them and things like that. So mornings are actually better for me, but I be trying to, work with the Crafty Sisters. So it works out. But it doesn't always have to be 10 a.m. But the good thing is the replay will be available. So if you happen to miss it, sis, the replay will be up for you to be able to watch it. And you can watch it, you can replay it, you can stop, pause, do it however you need. Tomorrow's class is a mini class, so it's not going to be a super long drag class. We're just learning how to create those movie trays. And I'm going to give y'all the best practices, do's and don'ts. Of course, supply list, and some ideas on how you can market them for sale. Okay, so tomorrow's class is going to be fun. I will see you guys in the morning. That's the link to join the template club. Again, you get discounts and templates, so you pretty much get at least 3 template bundles per month included in your membership, plus any other extras that I do in there or other template drops that I do in there. So you're invited to join us, and I will see you guys on the next live. It was so much fun hanging with y'all today. Bye, ladies.